Hey guys, welcome to my channel Stalk My Closet. For today's project, I have taken 2.25 meter Ajrakh fabric. This is the measurement I'm using. You can adjust it according to your requirement. I have cut out two lengths from the fabric. As this is high-low tunic top, front length is 30 inch and back length is 32 inch. I have added 1 inch seam allowance for both front and back. This is front and this is back, and I have folded both front and back by half in width. Now I'll mark the measurements. For shoulder, take half of shoulder width. In my measurement, shoulder width is 14 inch, so half of it is 7. Neck width is 3 inch. From this point, mark half inch downwards for shoulder slope and join it to the neck width point. From this point, mark half of armhole round. That is 7 inch in my measurement. Mark 1 inch inwards and join it to the shoulder slope point. Now from the shoulder, mark a point at 10.5 inch shoulder to burst point, 14 inch shoulder to waist point, 21 inch shoulder to hip point, and both front and back lengths 30 inch and 32 inch. Now I'll mark the round measurements. For chest, I'm adding 2 inch of ease. In my measurement, chest round is 30 inch. 30 plus 2 is 32, and dividing it by 4, I'll get 8 inch. For burst, again I'm adding 2 inch of ease. In my measurement, burst round is 31 inch. 31 plus 2 is 33, and dividing it by 4, I'll get 8.25 inch. For waist, I'm adding 4 inch of ease. In my measurement, waist round is 26 inch. 26 plus 4 is 30, and dividing it by 4, I'll get 7.25 inch. For hip, again I'm adding 4 inch of ease. In my measurement, hip round is 36 inch. 36 plus 4 is 40, and dividing it by 4, I'll get 10 inch. Join waist to hip and extend it till bottom. Adding 1 inch for seam allowance. Now I'll draw front and back armhole curve. Now you can keep bottom straight A-line, or you can give slight curve like this. I have marked curves from seam allowance to seam allowance. So marking is complete. Now I'll cut it. So with this, cutting of top is complete. Now I'll cut the sleeves. I'm making quarter sleeves and I'll be adding little detailing. So I've cut sleeves in two parts. Upper length is 14 inch and lower length is 6 inch, but I'll be using it on fold. So that is 3 inch in length. So upper part ready length is 14 inch. I have taken 1 inch extra for seam allowance. From the top, mark a point at 3.5 inch, that is gap height. For armhole width, take burst round measurement divided by 4 and deduct 1 inch out of it. In my measurement, burst round is 32 inch. 32 divided by 4 is 8, and 8 minus 1 is 7, so I'll mark a point at 7 inch. Join these points. Now measure and divide this line in 3 parts. This is 8 inch, so I'll mark a point at 2.6 inch twice. From this point, mark half inch upwards, and from this point, mark 1/4 inch downwards. Now I'll draw back and front armhole curves. Now on this line, mark half of bottom round. In my measurement, bottom round is 12 inch, so half of it is 6. Join these points, adding 1 inch for seam allowance, and with this, marking is complete. Now I'll cut it. Now I'll cut front armhole curve. Now for the lower part, unfold the fabric. I'm marking 0.75 inch of seam allowance. Now taking this line as center, mark half of sleeve round. My measurement sleeve round at 17 inch is 11. So half of it is 5.5 inch. Join these points, adding seam allowance. And now I'll cut it. So with this, cutting of tunic top is complete. Now I'll stitch it. For front, I have cut round shape neckline. Now from the neckline, mark 8.5 inch downwards. And from the unfold side, mark half inch on both points and join these points. Now I'll cut it. So this is how it will look. Now to finish the front neckline, I'll be using piping, and for that I have cut out the bias tape from the contrast fabric. Fold one edge of bias tape towards the center like this and make a stitch. So I made a stitch. Now I'll trim the excess fabric. So I've trimmed the fabric. Now place the piping on the neckline, right sides together, and make a stitch from the back side in the neckline shape. So I made a stitch and this is how it will look. Now turn the piping towards the wrong side of the neckline like this. It's your choice how thick or thin you want your piping to be. Fold accordingly and make a stitch on the edge of the neckline. Don't pull the piping, just use your thumb to tightly turn the piping towards the wrong side of the neckline, and also include seam allowance as it will give stiffness to the piping. Make small cuts on the corners and curves of the neckline. So I have attached the piping and this is how it will look. And I have also attached piece of same fabric in this space. You can also add buttons. For back I have cut round shape, and to finish it I'll be using bias tape from the same fabric. Place a bias tape on the neckline, right sides together, and make a stitch. Now fold the bias tape towards the back side. Now turn around the bias tape like this and make a stitch on the inner edge. So I made a stitch. Now I'll trim the excess fabric. Now place the front on the back, right sides together, and stitch shoulder slope on both sides. So I have stitched and overlocked both shoulder slopes. Now I'll finish the sleeves. I'll be adding piping in between these pieces. Take one bottom piece and make a stitch on this side. So this is on fold, right sides together, and I'll make stitch on this side. So I made a stitch. Now mark a tuck on this side and turn it inside out. So this is how it will look. So I prepared both sides. Now I'll finish bottom of the sleeve. Just double fold the seam allowance and make a stitch. So I made a stitch. Now I'll attach piping. I've double folded the fabric and I've placed it under the sleeve, and now I'll make a top stitch. Now double fold the piping fabric on the wrong side and make a stitch to secure it. Now fold the sleeve by half like this and mark the center point. I have marked seam allowance on both these pieces. Now match the center and make a stitch. Now I'll join the other piece. Match bottom of both pieces and continue the stitch. So sleeve is ready. Similarly, I'll prepare the other sleeve. Now I'll attach sleeves with the top, and for that place the sleeve on the top, right sides together. Match the center. Front armhole curve and back armhole curve and make a stitch. So I made a stitch. Now I'll overlock it. Similarly, I'll attach the other sleeve. Now I'll stitch the side fitting seam starting from the sleeve round. So I stitched the side fitting seam. Now I'll finish the bottom round. As you know, this is curved bottom. I'll be adding little pleats on the curves to get proper round shape. simply double fold the fabric and make a stitch, and wherever you feel there is extra fabric, just make the small pleat and include it in the stitch. So I finished the bottom and this is how it looks. You can see small pleats on the back side, and from the front you can see proper finished curved shape. And with this my tunic top is ready, and this is how it looks. Thanks for watching guys. Hope you like this video. If you do, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends and family, and do subscribe my channel for more such videos, and I'll see you soon. Till then, take care. Bye bye.